Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I do general readings for the Pisces Collective. So, again, I repeat, these are general readings, okay? They're not one-on-ones, so take what resonates with you, and I'm here to empower you, Pisces, never to bring you down. Remember that, never ever, okay? So, if you feel that way, then you should find things that uplift you in your life and search those out, okay? I won't mind, because I wouldn't want you to stay and watch anything that makes you feel bad. And that's my general rule, okay? Feels bad, well, maybe you shouldn't be there. So, before and after. This is part of the Celtic crosses, what came before, what's coming up. And I feel that the first card, it says, by default, I could have attracted unwanted relationships. Now, I see the tree growing, the tree of life, bringing in life, the roots, and I also see the blackbird and the white bird coming in, showing me the contrast between the things that we feel good about and the things we don't feel so good about, and their role in our lives, how it plays a role. Some of this we attract to ourselves. I feel sometimes that people attract that darkness to themselves, okay? Whether they realize it or not. My greatest one is, like, I hate drama, but they always invite people who have drama in their lives, within their lives. And it's like they thrive on it when it's, you know, when it's them. It's maybe the other people's drama make your life feel better. I have no idea. But there's a correlation here that you have attracted this energy towards you. So please make sure that you are very careful, or at least acknowledge, I would say, because this is before, acknowledge that that's what you have done, right? Many of the relationships or experiences you have attracted, you would not have deliberately attracted if you had been doing it on purpose. But much of your attraction is not done by deliberate intent, but rather by default. It is important to understand that you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. And chronic thoughts about unwanted things invite or ask for matching experience. The law of attraction makes it so, right? So this week has been not about that at all. This is number 17. I'm feeling a lot of this week, especially with the browns and the greens, I'm feeling that you've been attracting abundance. We talked about that yesterday. If you want to see that video, go ahead and click. It's on the homepage. It is the one right before. As always, putting a like on this video as you are looking helps with YouTube. They have actually admitted that it does help. So please hit that like button and help that algorithm and help my channel. I appreciate it. All right, beautiful Pisces. By default, you could have been causing your own harm. It's what I feel. That's what I see. And we all have done it, right? We'll go down the pathway of a negative thought. And we'll give somebody more time than we should. I think that's the biggest one. You give those thoughts, that energy, more time than you should. Okay? You should just kind of let it go. Live your life and be happy. Okay? Be happy with your life. Do you, right? Let's see what else the cards have to say. We're going to look at this one a little bit later because that's what's coming up. So let's take a look here. Okay, the Ace of Cups, right. It's here as well. So we have it twice right now. It's kind of a fresh start for that kind of stuff, okay? It's time for you to spiritually grow, to go in your love heart space, to bring fertility, not to, you know, make things shrivel up. I feel that they're both showing these circles. You see this coming up and this is coming up here on the side. I feel that they're both doing that. I feel that they're showing that even though one is a contrasting emotion, it still had an important role to play to get you here within your heart space. We were talking about that. You have to realize that the contrast of things, or the things that you inadvertently invited in, you eventually realize that you don't want these things in your life. That was the whole purpose or goal of these things, to show you the contrast of what you do love and what you don't love. So we're at the what I love segment right now, okay? And in appreciation and abundance of everything that came before, to show you what you wanted and what you did not, okay? Ooh, it's really cool in here. I've mentioned that, but I think I might actually have to put the window down. Or up. Is it down or up? Oh, it's going to be down. I have windows that open up and down, so. The Magician wanted to show up again, and you guys saw me shuffling this, and I shuffled it before, after the reading yesterday, and before I start again. So, yeah, this Magician card really wanted to come in. It's all about that. It's all about you picking up the stuff that you needed, okay? For the sake of this reading, we'll call it what you considered good and bad. But we know going forward we don't consider those things. And I'm not talking about the brutal things that happen to us in life that we have no control. I mean, you know, tornadoes and deaths and tragedies. I'm talking about everyday stuff here, okay? The stuff that has taught you a lot of lessons, you know? Even the stuff that, you know, made you cry. Somebody said something, you know, weird. You took it bad. Sometimes people don't even mean it badly. We just take it badly. And this is the things that we continually learn as we go along. Was it really meant as badly as I think as it was? Or was it just something that touched something, triggered something personally within me? Was I just having a bad morning? You know, like, what is it about all of this that you're unpacking and repacking it, but then you decide at one point that no matter what the other person says to you, whether they meant it badly or not, especially if it's nobody that's, it's not, I'm not trying to be unkind, but maybe it's somebody that just doesn't have that big of a role to play in your life, you're going to learn that you don't even need to react at all, okay? You can just completely walk away from that. As much as that person is there or said whatever they said, they have no real influence in your life. They were just there for that moment, okay? So why give them any of your energy? That would be the contrasting, to decide to live within the heart, okay? You reacted by default because you feel that you had to react to everything, but maybe you didn't really need it to react at all. Yesterday we got, just before we ended the reading, the Fool card, which to me indicates a new way of thinking, a new way of doing. The more you redefine the pathways of your mind, of the overthinking, and focus more on the great magical tools that you have and the great heart space that you are protecting, the better your life starts feeling, right? You live a life of passion. You live a life of intuition. You live a life of remembering the good things, okay? Focusing on that as well. I like that. All right. All right. So, let's see here, Pisces. So let's go through these decks. You have Ask Your Guides, which is this one here. Now, I made a major cleaning in the decks, and now I don't know where any of the decks are. I think these are getting into the vortex. And the other ones are Law of Attraction. The two Abraham Hicks. And this is the ethereal, the ethereal tarot. Do I have that here somewhere? Did I put that box down here? Yes, I did. Let me see. Ethereal Visions Tarot. Okay. So I'll try to mention them because I know I have it this week. And I have affiliate links. That means I get paid a little bit if you use them, and it's no extra cost to you. And it helps the channel, right? By no means do I make a ton of money off of that. I think I've made in the 3 years, I've made about $150, which is, I mean, it's awesome. I can't live on that, but it's, you know, every little bit helps. It doesn't matter. Every little bit helps. If you want to use those links, and if you keep them, I think, for 24 hours and you jump off and you do order from Amazon, it helps me nonetheless, even if it's not tarot cards, even if it's something else. Okay, imagination and epiphany. All right, I love that. So, imagination and inner child. No surprise that it's landed. We haven't dealt a lot with the Six of Cups this week, but I guess it's coming into play. Okay, as an your inner child, and as a child, period, you have a lot of imagination running through you, right? Especially if you're Pisces. If it'd be any other sign, I'd say maybe not. But as a Pisces, most definitely, you have to have an imagination. Whether you share it with others or not, it's a different subject altogether. But you definitely saw a magical world. Okay, and the magician is here. And it's not very unlike that. But I feel that right now they're saying that that imagination from your inner child, from when you, you know, you were young and the world was your oysters and everything was possible, is now coming in a sort of way here. It's not that it's not the same. I won't say it's the same because you have evolved since then. You're not quite as innocent as when you were a child. But there's something about it that's very magical. I will say that. And I feel this Epiphany Higher Self card also come in. I feel that you have realized that. You've realized that the moon, I feel like the moon and the inner child, they're really being discussed here in these cards here. I feel those are your next steps. I feel that that is the journey that you are on. I know for myself, because I am a Pisces as well, for myself, I feel like a lot of my joy, it's more surrounding the feeling of joy that's been encapsulated. I've slowed things down to really take a bite of joy out of every moment or compartment of my life. I no longer go into moments and look to go to the next moment, you know, like, oh, I'm going to eat supper and then, oh, I'm going to do something on the channel, or I'm going to do, and then when I start doing something on the channel, oh, I need to work on that. This was me. Now it's like, I'm going to eat dinner. I'm going to enjoy this dinner. Oh, I love that kind of cheese. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love that. I'm in the moment in the right now. And I'm taking a bite out of joy. And that's very much a part of being a child. When you're a kid, you don't always have plans for the next 5 years, right? You're living in the right now, you know? All you have is right now. Right now, I'm watching this. Right now, I'm eating this. Right now, I'm playing with this. This is life, right? And this is where you're going. This is how your imagination gets ignited. That's how your inner child. So it's different, but the same. There's similarities coming in here. And that's the epiphany that's coming in with your higher self. Because when you're in the moment and you are joyful in that moment, you're vibrating higher. And as we all know from Abraham, if you guys are are followers of Esther Hicks and Abraham, a high vibe, a high flying vibe is where you want to be, because then you can get in touch with your high priestess. You can get in touch with your intuition. A lot more comes in for you, right? It's like life is happening for you, okay? Not to you. So I'm going to read this one because I keep saying I'm a vibrational being, vibrationally emanating desires. And that's what I feel here too, right? When you vibrate higher and you vibrate like things that you want, this is what's going to be showing up for you, right? You live in a vibrational universe that is managed by the law of attraction. The law of attraction is bringing vibrations that are alike together. And so it is important for you to acknowledge that you are vibrational beings, constantly emanating vibrational signals of desire. And when, from your human form, you offer a vibration of what you want, because you know what you don't want, so you know what you do want. You cannot contemplate any subject without equal components of wanted and unwanted appearing vibrationally in your experience. Okay, so, right. I think, though, in your future, and especially with this beautiful card and this beautiful example, I think that all these little vibrational bubbles that you're sending out are going to be very different than before. I have a sense that all these years, especially for you who've been with me for years, we have been working on this for a while. I think you're rewriting the code. I think you're rewriting the default codes. And that's the great part. Even if, as a child for myself, was very hard, because I didn't always focus on the moment, because I was always afraid that there wouldn't be a next moment, or that I wouldn't be safe in the next moment. And if you were a child such as myself, having suffered that, you have to actually teach yourself something brand new, because it's nothing that you've had from childhood. Okay, but that's just for me. If you do have those memories from childhood, please tap into them. But if you don't, then the greatest example you can have is to observe children, okay? They live very much in the moment. Not the ones who already have phones. We're looking at the ones who are playing outside, the ones who are using their imaginations, the ones who are happy and conversing and asking why. See how the world for them unfolds in a very magical way. And that's what you need to be looking at as well, right? If some of you have grandchildren, great way of doing it, okay? By the way, you guys, if you guys were here and you heard about me going to that medieval thing, I have a second chance. I actually asked the universe, because I actually said that I didn't want an indoor fair anymore. I wanted to do an outdoor fair, and I've been offered like that opportunity coming up this weekend, and I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to take that opportunity to get exactly what I want. And I feel that it's been offered by my husband and the universe. And it's, I'm looking forward to it again. You know, First of all, it meets all the quotas. It's not 8 hours away from home. It's an hour away from home. So I can drive back the same day. It is outside, and it has a market where you can actually walk. And they encourage people to dress up. And it's got everything. It marks off all the stuff that I wanted to initially to begin with that I didn't get in the first place. So I'm kind of excited. I'm happy. And we're going to try it again. Take two. And this is what I'm saying. Take two. Okay? When you know what you don't want, then ask for what you do want. And the universe will deliver. The universe has delivered. That, and my phone, who's probably constantly always paying attention to what I do. And you know what? It's okay. Magnetic fields, electric magnetic fields are still vibrational fields. Tesla, go look at that. Ace of Pentacles, right? Leave room for things to grow, and good things. Okay, I love that, because if you look at it again here, Pisces, you could have, but remember, you are only, when you feed the right wolf, then that's going to grow, right? So if you feed yourself disappointment, anger all the time, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to grow. Because that's the theme of these Esther Hicks cards, that whatever you feed, that's what you're going to get, right? And you got to realize that what you feed also has the minus, the plus and the minus, right? They need to be together, because what you want, as soon as you say what you want, there usually is the thing right beside it that you don't want. The idea is to feed the right one, okay? I have to tell you guys, that part really confused me for the longest time. It says, I always thought to myself, well, if I want something, but then there's an unwant there, if I'm sending both of those up, even unsuspectingly, how the heck do I produce what I want, right? But it's feeding the right vibration, right? It's, yes, you know what you don't want, but you're vibing with what you do, okay? So that's the big thing. It's not to hold on to the unwanted thing. It's to hold on to the wanted, okay? Or at least that's the way my brain processes it now. Okay, Pisces. Ooh. Oh, 10 of Wands. Okay. So what do I get from this 10 of Wands? First of all, she got a lot of flowers, right? A lot of flowers on her back. It's a lovely card. It's just kind of strange for me that you get flowers. First of all, I'm going to tell you this. Are they really a burden? For me, when I touch just the flower itself, not even the stem, they're very, very light. And I feel that she has like an abundance of flowers here. Almost like, how can abundance be heavy? I'm going to read this intuitively. How can abundance be heavy? How can this beautiful light bouquet be heavy? It's not as heavy as it looks. The thing is I feel that she's picking another flower, right? So is she really burdened, or is she just picking another flower? Yeah. And are all burdens bad? I don't think so. I don't think that burdens are bad. That's the other part. Wait a minute. Let me stop. Let me rephrase that. This is again the contrast between the darkness and the light. The contrast has something to teach you, okay? So it's a gift in itself. It's a flower in itself. It's not, I don't want to say it's bad, because when things happen and they feel not great, you know it feels bad. I can't convince you otherwise at the moment. But when you think about it, the gift is in the lesson, okay? And the gift of the lesson are the flowers. Flowers are beautiful. They're a gift. They smell wonderful. They offer beauty and light and knowledge, right? So I feel this is what's bringing or coming through with that card. Beautiful Pisces. I feel like I'm not articulating myself well today, but it's okay. Some days are like that. Just know that I try. I try for you. Only you, every day, Pisces. I have the best subscribers in the world. You know, in the 2 weeks I was gone for vacation, I had one disparaging comment in all of the videos that I dropped. One disparaging comment. Amazing. You guys are amazing. Okay? Now I want you to take that and walk with beauty and walk with, I don't know, all the love in your heart. Because Pisces, that's rare in this day and age. Everybody's got an opinion, and a lot of the times it's a crappy one. People online, they think nobody can see them. They're anonymous, right? So they say whatever the heck they want. And a lot of it is not very pleasant because they think they're safe. You guys could, and you don't. And this is why I know. You're awesome. And I choose to believe the disparaging comments are people that aren't Pisces. They're cross-watchers. I'm sorry if there's some of you cross-watchers who are wonderful, who are with Pisces, or you have Pisces in your chart. Well, you're wonderful too. Okay? Just say. Resistance, yeah. Again, I feel like they're talking that the resistance in the past has helped you grow. Again, there's growth, right? The resistance that you felt in the past help you assess the situation and help you grow. Yeah, absolutely. And it's number 7, assessment. And we've done that all of this year. We've done a lot of the assessment. The figuring out what's going on, what we should be doing, how we should be doing it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I feel, if anything, this in the past, you felt that resistance was hindering you, but what it actually did is it helped you along. It helped you move forward. Oh, the sun is coming out. How lovely. How lovely. Yeah, there you go. Creator fire. I told you guys we're going to turn fire this year, and this is still happening. I feel that it needs to happen anyway, because it's going to happen regardless of what sign you are, especially if you're tapping into joy. I feel that joy in itself is a fire energy. That inspiring spark of yay is very fire. It's very, even in a sun card with this deck, when you see the person kind of, the lady kind of just, you know, opening herself up to the great rays of the sun, I feel that it's very fire energy. You have that going for you right now. This is what is propelling the week that you're in, okay? This is what helped you move forward. And if I'm correct, I haven't said it. Yep, the full moon in Aries is tomorrow. So it's coming in. It's coming in. And it's coming in just in time for you to take off with it. Just in time for you to do something with it. Drinking water. Have to drink water, Pisces. Thank you to everybody who sent me the best of wishes when I was feeling under the weather. While I was on vacation, I still had a little bit of a cough that would come now and then. But for the most part, I'm all good. I'm 100%. Huh. Stop, drop, and ground. Okay. I love this, especially with fire, because what happens is when you set on fire, what happens? What did they tell you? You're on fire. You're on fire? Stop, drop, and ground, or roll, you know? Very much so. I love these cards. This is so funny that they put these together. It's so funny that they put these together. There is no, I don't feel there is any fear in that right now, Pisces, for you. I feel that you're quite okay. That if you do feel a little too much on fire, that you can ground yourself, and that's not a problem. I think if anything, we've grounded ourselves a lot in the last little while. Yeah. Let's take this deck. Let's take this beautiful deck. The Empress. Came out a lot yesterday. She's making a showing today. And the Lovers. Beautiful cards to have together. The harmony between these two right here, I feel, your choices of the fire and how you're grounding yourself, and we were talking a lot about that on the ground and the crown, right? This combination of choices that you're making, it's going to bring in a lot of creativity for you. A lot of creativity. Yeah. This is going to make a difference in your life, my beautiful Pisces. I am very happy for you if you are feeling the effects of this, regardless of if you have big plans or none at all. If you're living in the right now and you're making every moment count and every moment feel very good, then you are achieving success beyond compare. Do you know that there is not many people who can do that? They're always living in the next moment or the next whatever, or trying to distract themselves into something else. You are working on the right now. Right here, right now is where I am. That's what I'm doing. You hear the crow outside? You hear it? Darkness. Okay, so I'm feeling the Moon card. Also, I'm feeling, let me see here. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. Because this one is an eclipse. So I'm getting the Eight of Cups. Let me go check the book. I'm going to, on this one, I'm getting help from the book. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, so what I feel is that we had also the time of purity yesterday, and that's what's coming into there, that's coming into a time, well, in the book it says a time of darkness, but that's not what I'm getting. What I'm getting is that in dark times, you're going to be shedding some light on it. You're not going to suffer as much as others will in this when times start shifting in a different direction. Instead of calling it like, oh, these are the dark times, you're going to feel more like these are different times. And I'm still going to wholeheartedly bite in the moment and get what I can out of it. This is going to be your magic tool. Okay, don't forget the Magician, still here in the middle, right here, reminding you that the heart space and knowing how to manage your emotions as you're going through all of this is... It's not even managing your emotions, it's managing your perceptions. Will help your emotions vibe higher. Your vibrations will raise constantly, okay? Even when it's dark, even when you have to ship out from a situation or do something different. You're still going to, your choices are still going to bring you a lot of light. So don't feel like that, okay? The resistance helps you grow. It doesn't matter what it is. You don't need to be afraid of the darkness. And I'll even say that because there's a bunny at the bottom of this card. Do you see the bunny? Do you see the bunny ears? Do you see the bunny ears? Did you hear that, Apricot? You're in my cards. You're in my cards. Oh, she's napping. It's afternoon, right? She is gaining energy for later today, when she can live to terrorize some more. And yes, I'm kidding. I get great joy from this rabbit, so. All right. That which I like unto itself is drawn. Number 2, I feel very much the High Priestess coming in. Everything that you perceive is vibration, and the life you are living is your vibrational interpretation. And this is what I'm talking about, perception, interpretation. This is exactly what I mean. In the dark times, you are going to be interpreting things very differently. You're going to be seeing things in a much, I won't even say a lighter way, in a different way. You're going to interpret it in a different way. Instead of going, oh, woe is me, it's like, oh, wow, what can I learn from this? What kind of tool am I going to acquire by going through this? Isn't that just so different in the way that it feels, right? The powerful law of attraction is at the root of everything you experience. And the never-changing, always accurate premise of the law is that which is like unto itself is drawn. When you give thought to something, you begin to the attraction process of the essence of that subject in your life experience. Once you have activated a thought vibration within yourself, by giving attention to the subject, the progression of expansion occurs. Yeah, so keep expanding in the right way. Keep pushing things in the right direction to get where you want to go and what you want back. Okay? Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to be pulling from my tarot deck. The moon coming in again. See that darkness? There is a connection between those two. Okay? So, this card for me is either, I know a lot of readers say, oh, don't trust, it's an illusion, there's deception, the moon. But it is also the card of intuition. And it is our card. The moon is us. It's ours, right? The moon belongs to us. And it has wonder and beauty and light, even though it's not its own. It is a wonderful way to go within and figure things out. So always capture that part of the moon. You can be with the skeptics and go, ooh, the moon's an illusion, it's not shining its own light. Or you can say, wow, look how big and shiny it is. And trust me, this beautiful Aries moon is going to be shiny and beautiful and bring you a lot. So it's up to you to grab on to the best traits that Aries can offer you. The best fire energy you can hold on to. Rather than looking at all how that's going to disrupt your life. It's all about interpretation. That's my new favorite word. Interpretation. How do you interpret the energy, Pisces? Let me see here. in a brand new communication, in a brand new way, okay? That fire energy is going to come in a brand new, beautiful, impulsive way, okay? Also childlike, fun, playing, active, optimism. See things as new and bringing in things for you. Oh! Okay, I did see the card, and it was Temperance. It was Temperance. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find the card now, though. Let me see. I do believe I'm going to have to go searching. Oh, no, there it is. There it is. Temperance. I was right. So it's all about recapturing the balance, okay? Remembering this, beautiful Pisces, as we end this reading, okay? It's a balance of all things. Even if you thought in the past that you were overcoming an imbalance, when you have two different sides, they tend to balance themselves out. The unbalanced side, you work at balancing on the side that you want it to go. So, interpret it that way, and you will always be on the right side of the scale. Always. All right, my beautiful Pisces, that's it for me. Oh, okay. A lot of energy expanded today on this reading, but it's lovely. I hope that you got a lot of insight from it. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for being part of my life. I appreciate you so very much. Take good care of yourself. Bye for now.